So why do you think it's changing out here? Why are Democrats doing so much better? This has always been Republican territory.
I think the Democrats are starting to do better out here because they're starting to localize their issues. I mean, they're, you know, and I don't want to slight anybody, but in the past, it seemed like our candidates would just pick whatever general platform the people in Jeff City were running on, that had picked for the state in general, and they would just try to run on those general issues, but we figured out here in the past few years that we're going to have to localize these races. I mean, if John the farmer that lives in the 17th district is having problems with Highway 94 with big potholes in the road, and Cheryl Hibbler, which is a Democratic representative for the county in that district, can get those potholes fixed, then Cheryl Hibbler ought to be getting those potholes fixed, and then Kenny Bierman can go to that person's house and let that person know that he called Cheryl Hibbler to get the potholes fixed, and Kenny has just made a contact, the Democrats out here have started making their races more local. We've started focusing on local issues like transportation here in St. Charles County. Like last night here in my alderman meeting here in St. Peters, we talked about the possibility of having Metro extend their bus service to St. Charles County to stop at these commuter parking lots along Highway 70 and Highway 40 to extend out here to pick individuals up because of these high gas prices, our state representatives that represent us out here aren't worried about that. The municipalities like St. Peters, O'Fallon, Wentzville, we're the ones that are creating these ideas and coming up with it. And that's what our state rep candidates have to do. They have got to start localizing these races. If we need transportation here in St. Charles County and St. Peters is leading the way on it, then they need to work with us and come up with ideas on how we're going to make this happen and how they're going to hold up their end of the deal to make it happen. And so to answer your question, I'm sorry, I get a little long-winded every now and then. The Republicans have lost touch locally. They've lost touch locally, and they've become very interested in themselves and in the larger scheme of things, being power brokers and this and that. They've lost touch with the people that go to work and work hard every day, that have to sit in traffic on their way home and have to, the people that mow their yards and keep their houses nice, and the people, the people that live here in St. Charles County, they've lost touch with them, and our candidates are in touch with them. And that's what the difference is going to be this year, and that's what the difference has been.
And you feel like Kristy Manning and Kenny Bierman, if they win, they'll work with you also on those local issues you're
Absolutely.
talking about?
Them people won't hesitate to work with us. They won't hesitate. And Tom Fan, too, when he wins his county council seat. I mean, these people won't hesitate to work with us. They live here. They have a vested interest in the community. They want to see St. Charles be the best it can be too, St. Charles County.
Yeah.
And they have a vested interest there too. I mean, Kristy, I'm sure she wants to have some babies and raise a family here. She wants this community to be the best that it can be. Kenny's raised his family here, and he's been on the school board out there for years and years, and he's got to see a lot of these kids go through the Orchard Farm School District out there. I mean, he's made some personal relationships with these people, with the residents out there, and he's localized his race and whatnot. And that's what we've got to do. I mean, it's grassroots. You got to get to know the people in your backyard.
And this is the year to do it.
This is the year to do it. If you don't get to know the people in your backyard, you are not going to win. Period. I don't care how much money you've got. I mean, we just saw that here a few months ago in this special election that we had out here. You know, I mean, we raised a lot of money, and that knocked on a lot of doors and this and that. But you know, that personal touch, I don't know if it was there as much as it should have been, or what. You know, but we're going to go get them this year.
I want to see all 3 of those St. Charles seats lined up in the Dem column.
We're going to go get them.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. That Kristy Manning, that girl will not only knock on every door in the district once, she'll do it twice. And you know, everybody's made mention that, oh, Kristy's too liberal to win the district and this and that. Well, that goes back to what I was just talking to you about. It's about making a personal connection with the person. I mean, how do you think I won with 61%? I had people that were Republicans voting for me. I know they were, you know, but I made a personal connection with them. If they wanted to stand there and talk for 10, 15 minutes, I stood there and talked to them for 10 or 15 minutes. You know, and then I went home and wrote out a nice to meet you card and sent it back to them. And I didn't stop there just because I'm elected. I mean, I've tried to make a valiant effort to go around and thank all those people that I know that voted for me. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's
knocked on their door again to thank them.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
My counterpart, Gus Elliott, and we go on what we call pulse walks every weekend. We pick a few hours out of the weekend, and him and I will load up in the car and head to a subdivision and pick a street, and we go knock on every door on that street and just ask the people if they need anything. Let them know that we're here to be of service.
That's great.
What do you need? What do you want us to do? You know, you're paying us. What do you want us to do? And we make ourselves available to be of service. And you know, a lot of our elected officials have lost touch with that, and that's what we are going to start providing to the people out here in St. Charles County with these Democratic candidates. Are people that are going to be there. They're going to be there, and they're going to do what they say they're going to do, and that's what I see in the candidates out here this year. So I'm excited about it.
I can tell you are.
We're going to go after them.
And I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to go after them. There's no doubt about it. There's going to be blood, sweat, and tears come November.
I want all the blood to be Republican, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut it there.